All right, y'all got me today. All right. So we're gonna talk some cartoons. We're gonna talk some hockey. We're gonna talk a lot of stuff that don't make sense. Wrong. This is Wild Wednesday. We're talking sports, NFL, NBA. Yep, that's all we got today. All right. We ain't got no college football Saturday. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna pick these 12 teams playoff bracket. We're gonna talk about the games. We got our power rankings by Beta Analysts. All right. Oh shit, Dennis here.
Yeah,
God.
I'm here. I had to. It's my daughter's birthday, so I've been out all day. But I'm here.
Happy birthday! Why you ain't say that, sir? I done made a big slide, a post with balloons and fireworks. I did the works. Not for you, for her though. I did all that.
I would like to say thank you, but I think I did enough for everybody today.
No,
Happy birthday sometime. Okay.
you ain't never do enough, sir. All right. I'm excited about these power rankings. But y'all know we always got some shit in the beginning. But let's start with the news. The news. I think the biggest news is Bo Nix got the starting job. Or the last week, right? Bo Nix got the
Yeah,
starting job.
he did pretty good though, man. He deserved it.
Yeah. It was I think Justin Herbert came back to practice. Minshew got the starting job with the Raiders. There was another quote. Oh, Jalen Daniels got the starting job.
Yeah, he deserved it. I'm damn sure he started Mariota.
Then he starts Mariota. I think Brandon Ayuk is a deal on the table for Brandon Ayuk. I'm not 100% sure. Jeff,
Yeah,
what's up?
they said it's a 4th-year option that they're trying to work out. They've been trying to work it out since last Wednesday. Last Thursday. So we'll see how that works out with that.
Was Caleb Williams officially named the starter?
I think he was been named the starter.
Oh, I ain't see it pop up. Officially naming him starter.
I think he was been named the starter. Yeah, I think that's about it that we got for the big update news. The NBA schedule did come out in June's court. We're gonna get into that.
I watched this show called Talk It Ish yesterday, and it was the Steelers fan on there saying how sorry the Steelers were in this preseason, and I'm like, oh man, Steelers being sorry, woo wee. Um, but you know what I mean? It's still preseason.
I just want to say this right here. Fuck the Green Bay Packers. I just want to make sure we get that out the way.
Uh, what was y'all score?
We don't play them until a couple weeks, so first game of the season.
Uh, all right. So since we here and AB is here now, annoying ass AB and shit.
What up, AB?
Shit.
Let me try that phone up. Hold on a second.
He always sound like he just rolled off the fucking couch.
Like, he got so much
What's
shit to do.
What's
All
going
right,
on?
Dennis.
Yeah.
I need your honest opinion on this one, Dennis.
All right, hold on, man. I gotta look in this shit first. Give me a second.
Dolphins roster, right? They got Tyreek, Waddle, Odell. The Dolphins signed a prime Brandon Marshall. Where does Brandon Marshall land on the depth chart?
He's third on the depth chart. He's not taking Waddle's spot, and he's not taking Tyreek's spot. So he's third. But Waddle will play the slot.
So that means I have him at number 2.
Hey, thank you, B, because I knew Dennis get high.
I don't get that.
Brandon Marshall definitely going over top of Waddle.
Man, he ain't that much better than Waddle.
Jalen Waddle, and yeah, he is.
The Penguin. His time in Miami wasn't part of his prime.
Sir, we're not.
I'm asking the question. B is here. B is here. His time in Miami wasn't his prime. I'm asking the question.
His time in what?
His time in Miami, was that part of his prime?
Brandon Marshall?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, then fuck that. I'm taking the Waddle. Give me the Waddle.
Sir. AB,
I got him third. I got him third. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Sounds like the governor gave me a
Y'all crazy as hell. So hold on. Brandon Marshall should be a Hall of Famer. Like, is Waddle trajecting that direction for y'all to say that?
Right now, he's 3 seasons in. He's doing pretty good.
Okay.
That's not what the fuck he asked. I see what you did there, Dennis.
I'm giving out straight up answers.
All right, so let's go back one, right? Y'all know who Darrell Duce is?
Nope, but you're gonna tell us.
Yeah, you know me. You know me. Wide open second in the slot. Get your ass out of here, dog. All right, so let me introduce you to
Duce?
Yeah, Duce.
At the end of the day, I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes because of my IQ of the game. I know he's right now the best in the league. I know he's more accurate. I know he has all these intangibles. But when it comes to flag football, I feel like I know more than him.
Man, get his dumb ass out of here, man.
Now, to his defense, what the fuck? To his defense, flag football is different from tackle football. I get it, but
wait, hold on, wait.
So far, right? So you know the NFL is trying to pit. They are trying to pit flag football into the Olympics. He believes that the flag football players should be nominated first over top of the NFL players.
I feel
what?
And he think in flag football he's better than Patrick Mahomes at the quarterback position.
But Mahomes doesn't play flag football.
Again, that's what he's trying to say.
It's a silly statement. Mahomes' IQ Oh my
But you
But
god.
see what
his
happened
his
when they
statement.
when they when they put together that
Oh
bullshit ass tackle team and put it in the Olympics, correct?
my god.
You can't detect when somebody looking for a viral moment. He doing exactly what he wanted. Nobody knew who Daryl Douche or whatever was. Now we talking about him because he said some dumb shit. That's all you got to do now. Come on TV, say something stupid, and you'll go viral.
Well, I think he's upset that he's the flag football man. Like I guess he's the man of flag football, and they like, yeah, we just gonna put the NFL players there, and that's it. Like he not even getting a chance, and he like, yo, the rules is different. We deserve a chance, so this is his viral moment to show why he deserves his chance. Better IQ, better IQ. Man, I'm not gonna say that.
I mean, I understand it to a certain extent. I wouldn't say I'm better than
I
Patrick
understand he
Mahomes.
trying to shit. He trying to get his Olympic shine on. He like, fuck, the NFL players got everything else, so let's get our shine.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. Trust me, I feel you. I'm here with you, girl. You deserve to get your shine. But you better not go to the Olympics and lose. Because then all that shit you said went out the window.
He
Do we
also
have to
said they
spend
didn't.
a lot of time on this guy?
No. He
Okay.
also said they didn't help get the Olympics, the flag football to the Olympics. So he also, you know, got a
Yeah,
point
I
there.
feel what he's talking about. I just let him know, you know what, Daryl? Won't you play in the NFL? Won't you play quarterback in the NFL since you that good, intelligent? Show us something. Of course, people out there need quarterbacks too.
All right, so let's jump. While we give June a little bit more time to get on here, let's jump into one of the things I got for June's court. Give me your Mount Rushmore of 3-point shooters.
So,
I think it's the chef,
can I volunteer?
is Reggie Miller, it's Ray Allen, and I'm going to say Larry Legend.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna go.
swipe your eye.
I'm probably gonna go with the same three, but I'm not going Larry Legend. I'm going Mark Price.
AB. What's up, bro?
Um, Steph, um, Steph, Reggie, um, mm, Steph, Reggie, mm, I might put Clay up there.
Mount Rushmore all time.
Yeah, yeah, Clay. Clay had some great shooting performances.
Well, they are the Splash Brothers. So
Mm.
But you only get 4 spots. NBA been around for a long ass time.
No, I'll put the same three that they had, and I'll put Clay as my fourth.
gotta put Ray Allen and Reggie in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go with the same three that they had. I mean, the fourth is debatable because you could put Dame up there, you could put Larry up there, you could put a whole lot of guys up there actually. Clay, um,
You put Dame up there this
jeez,
early.
I mean, Dame is up there when it comes to most 3-pointers made. Dame is up there.
you know how many game winners he hit from the three, bro?
Not even from the logo. Shit.
Yeah, from the logo.
Shit. You talking about the three. Them shits is from the logo.
I like Dirk too. Dirk was real good shooting wise. Um, Steve Nash.
Mark Price wasn't a bad pick, though, B. Motherfucking Mark Price. Cleveland, Mark Price.
Huh. All right. Um, Try to buy them some time. That's bluffing.
It's too late, man. We doing the power rankings, man. I need to
Yeah,
hear
that's
these,
what I
Joey.
said. That's what I said.
Right,
Fuck
ready to go. I'm ready. I want to hear these. I came here for this. I put the
B.
kids to bed for this. You understand me?
Ooh, spicy, huh? All right, B, you ready? Good. He
Going
gonna
that
wait
way.
for you. I knew he was gonna say some smart shit, yo. Just fucking knew it, yo. All right, off the top sports present the power rankings. Will be the analyst. All right. He got a few twists in there. A few things that we might not agree on, but these are the power rankings that we go off all year long.
Yes, it is.
Our offensive rankings, our power rankings, even our defensive rankings. No matter how much shit they talk about it, we go off our defensive rankings. All right.
Yes, we do. Oh yeah.
Our quarterback rankings. We ain't gonna talk about the linebacker rankings because we ain't even get those yet. Fuck. um. So, whenever you ready, B, I'm ready for you,
I got
shorty.
it done.
Pause.
I got it done, shorty.
I thought he gave up.
All right, fellas, let's get it rolling. Number 32, we got the Carolina Panthers. I don't think that Carolina Panthers did enough to, have any type of huge jump this year. We will be looking for Bryce Young, some type of improvement from last year. But this team is 2-15 for a reason. So, yeah, I mean, they do have some young talent around. They did make a few free agent moves like Deontay Johnson, Xavier Leggett, etc. But yeah, I don't see this team making too much improvement this year. I think they probably win about 4 games. I ain't gonna spend too much time on them. Move on to the next one.
You being generous, man.
Here we go. We got the Patriots. I think they have probably one of the more weird and less talented quarterback rooms in the league. I like Joe Milton. Just don't know where he's gonna be. Joe Milton. And also Drake May, who was the number 3 overall pick. Haven't seen anything that looked good from him. Joe Milton has looked good in certain spots, uh, but I think they're going to probably end up calling it and going with Jacoby Brissett as the starter. They just traded away one of their best defenders in Matthew Judon. They do have Wise Jr. still there as the edge rusher, but the offensive talent is pretty much unproven, if you will. So uh, I guess they'll be looking to build their household names this year. Guys like Jalen Polk and they do have a sleeper on their team. I just don't know if they'll be able to get him the ball and Javon Baker, but um, outside of that, I don't see the Patriots doing too much. Go to the next one. Derek would have been pissed, but I mean, real is real. I guess we can congratulate Bo Nix on getting the starting job. I don't think it was that hard. Like I told June yesterday on Off the Top Sports, it's not really hard to beat out the 2 candidates, especially when you're a high draft pick, first round pick. So says a lot about Stidham and Wilson. Actually, terrible, but the defense should still be solid. They do have a nice core over there on that side of the ball. But, because of I know everybody making this big deal about Bo Nix, how he looked in the preseason, but the game planning starts, the speed of the game changes. And I don't see, you know, any type of consistency coming from the quarterback position. I think that the Broncos are going to have another tough year under Sean Payton.
Mm.
Next is another AFC West team, the Raiders. They just named Gardner Minshew as their quarterback. Me and June call him Gardner Minshew Fitzpatrick because He reminds me of Ryan Fitzpatrick. He will give you a good 5, 6 games uh, of consistent and looks like good football, and then he'll fall apart as as the season goes and as things get more real. Um, they do have some young weapons. Well, nothing much on the outside as far as receiver outside of Devontae Adams, who I think won't even make it through this entire season with the Raiders roster. I think he's probably going to end up getting traded. But they do have Zaire White, who is uh, a young talent. Did I say his name right? Is it Zaire White?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Talking
I was
about
just
Zeus.
number 3. Yeah, Zaire White. That's his name, right? They do
Yeah.
have him in the departure of Josh Jacobs to Green Bay. So we'll see. Antonio Pierce has a lot of work to do. He didn't sound really confident in making his quarterback choice because neither O'Connell or Minshew looked good in the preseason. But it's just preseason. I think Minshew is a veteran, and he has shown you know in games that actually mean something that he can play a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. But I got the Raiders at 29. Next, we got the Washington Commanders. Shout out to Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, for getting the starting job here. I want to believe in him. I want him to do well. I really do. I don't care about the divisional rivalry. You know how I feel about black quarterbacks. I want them to succeed. I just don't know if Washington is the place to do it. Historically, this place has been a quarterback cesspool. Guys have been pretty. They're about to start their 9th quarterback, I believe, in as many years. Uh, and I'm just not sure, with the talent level. I mean, he has some young talent around him, but I'm also leery about teams that have first year damn near everything. They pretty much revamped this team, new ownership, new head coach, new OC, Cliff Kingsbury. Um, he gets another shot at it, so they will be one of those. And they did build a nice, veteran defense, which I'm sure is going to be led by Dan Quinn. Um, but I don't know if they're going to have enough consistency on the offensive side of the ball. So um, this is one of those situations where I would have to be shown differently. But I have the Commanders at 28. Next, 27. The Arizona Cardinals. This team is a very tricky team to me because they just have so many, I guess, question marks. They are good as far as, when you play them at home, they look like world beaters at times, but they do have the return of Kyler Murray, who's also going to be on a mission to try to prove that he's worth every penny that they spent on him after having some, subpar years, some injury-ridden years. And he now has, a new toy over there in Maserati Mauve. Uh, you know, uh, First round draft pick out of Ohio State, who has a lot of expectations as well, and has had a good camp on the quietly, because that's just how he is. He's just like his father, mentality wise, very quiet and just let his play speak. But yeah, I really don't know what how they'll be as far as it pertains to Arizona. I don't know how they will be on defense. I know they have some holes in the secondary. I don't really know too much about it. I mean, I did, do some research, and I'm not seeing anything that, that says that they'll, even compete at a high level within their own division. So I don't know. It's going to be one of those, they might be one of those, they could be one of those surprise teams, I guess you could say, in the NFC. But, like I said, I have to see it out on the field. Yeah, that's pretty much it with Arizona. We'll go to 26.
New
June's
York,
not
New
here.
York.
Yeah, June's not here, but I got the Giants at 26. Just a lot of the same. You got rid of Saquon Barkley. We'll see how that works out as far as the running game. You did improve the offensive line. Hopefully they open some things up for Singletary. But the biggest question mark is Daniel Jones. June talked about him yesterday on the show about how Daniel Jones looked in the preseason still. The talent, you see glimpses of the talent, but he's doing boneheaded things like throwing the ball away in the in his own end zone recklessly, and causing pick sixes and stuff like that. So we'll see how the decision making goes. On the positive side, Malik Neighbors does look like he can be, one of those guys, or that threat on the outside since Odell Beckham Jr. Like I said, it remains to be seen as the season goes along. But the defense they do have a pretty solid defense, especially the defensive line. That is definitely the strength of the team, led by Dexter Lawrence. And, you have Kayvon Thibodeau and now newly signed Brian Burns. So, that is a matchup nightmare. And if they can, it's going to be very important for them to get rush and get after the quarterback, because the secondary is very young. And you don't want them covering too long. So we'll definitely see what the Giants looking like. But I got them at 26. I feel like their ceiling is they can be like a 9-win team. Their floor could be, they can end up being like 6-11 again, if they're not careful. So 25. 25, I got the Chargers. This team, another new head coach. It is Jim Harbaugh. We did see what his stint was with the Niners, but that was 10 years ago. This is a new NFL, so we'll see what happens when he, comes back to his first year with Justin Herbert. This team, when you look at the roster, they got talent all over the place. They just haven't been able to put it all together, and a lot of people blamed coaching on this particular situation. So now that particular excuse is out the windows. No more blaming the coach, because everybody has a high regard for Jim Harbaugh. So we'll see what Justin Herbert is ready to do, if he's ready to elevate his game to that next level and to be actually that top 5 quarterback that everybody continues to try to put him in those conversations. I don't feel like he's there just yet. Has some work to do, but the talent is there. We've seen it, but it's been inconsistent. And I'm sure they're going to be looking to bounce back after a very, very, very subpar year a year ago. Like I said, but this is a team right now. Like I said, I'm not saying that they're going to be trash, but right now I don't know if they'll be one of those teams that will be competing. They can't easily be. I feel like they can be the team that finishes second or maybe challenges the Chiefs for that division. I just have to see it though. I just have very little faith. I've been ranking these guys high in the mid-teens, and they've been disappointing me. So if they emerge into being one of those good teams this year, then kudos.
Do the Chargers still got the most complete roster?
They
They always had the most complete roster, ain't they?
right. It feels like they do, and like I said, I just got to see them put it together, man. We just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
24. Got the Indianapolis Colts.
Flacco.
Yeah, he's gonna be riding the bench unless Anthony Richardson gets hurt. But I don't know. I have to, I like Anthony Richardson coming out. I hope that there's some growth there in the position, because I don't want him running around and ending up with another season-ending shoulder surgery. So he does have a safety blanket back, which I believe Jonathan Taylor is his safety blanket, somebody that he could turn around and hand the ball off to. Make some easy throws out of the backfield, let him get comfortable within the offense so that he doesn't feel like he has to be Superman to do so much in order for the offense to go. They did draft a young receiver, Adonai Mitchell, who I've been keeping up with him. He has been having a great camp as well. And then, you have Michael Pittman and several other weapons. So we'll see. The defense led by Zaire Franklin. They should be a solid group. This is going to the Colts are in one of the more interesting divisions, the AFC South this year. A lot of teams have made some moves and improved and did move some pieces around. So I think it'll be fairly competitive between all four teams. This is one of the more confusing divisions if you're trying to pick a winner. But I think the Colts might end up being one of the teams that actually fall short. Fall into as far as finishing and being last place in this division. Next, I have the 23. All right, so we got the Minnesota Vikings. This team can be really good or they'll be really bad. Like I said, this is another team unsure at the quarterback position because you're probably going to end up starting the season off with Sam Darnold. JJ McCarthy, he's out for the year. There have been some rumors and things swirling around basically saying that they should pick up a veteran quarterback, or maybe, they should hit the Chiefs up. I think it's the Chiefs, right? Yeah, to hit the Chiefs up, see if they could trade for Carson Wentz. I don't know, but, right now I know it's going to be Sam Darnold. So we'll see how it goes. They did, like I said, bring some weapons over. They got Aaron Jones at the running back position. Defense should be solid, led by Brian Flores in his second year. And yeah, I really don't have too much to say about that about them.
Well, they could just
You
go
do
ahead
you are
and
getting
get one
Justin.
of the top 15 picks because they gonna have to pay. They got the money on the books now. I mean, go ahead and get one of the top 15 picks and shit. So you can keep them for a minute. You ain't got to pay them that much. So okay, this shit lose season.
Yeah, and then like I said, you do. I mean, you get a healthy Justin Jefferson back. Addison, he escaped a scare early in the year. They had thought he tore his ACL, but he didn't. It was just ankle sprain or something like that, a knee sprain. So he'll be, hopefully ready to go. Maybe week 1, not sure, but I got the Vikings at 23 next. Okay, we go down to New Orleans. Got the Saints at 22. This team defensively is going to be a wrecking crew. They're very stout on that side of the ball. Just don't know what the offense is going to look like. You do get Alvin Kamara back, healthy year. But based off what I mean, I know it was just preseason, but I don't know, man. Derek Carr I don't know. It's just something about Derek Carr, man. It was a time where he looked really, really consistent and looked like he was ready to make a jump to be, into one of the, I guess upper echelon of the quarterback tiers. But he's, since regressed to me. I don't, know if he has a actual, command and flow of this offense, but I think he does. One of the problems will be protection. I know they did lose their one of the most important linemen, Ramczyk, this year for the season. He's out for the year, so they've pretty much filling in that.
Yep. All right. While we got this break, let me tell you about Clarity Sports, a mentoring group.
Now, what if Sam Darnold actually comes out and like balls out this year? Would that shock y'all?
Not really. He was a high
What
pick
if
from the
what if
beginning.
what if he had a year like what I mean, like Geno Smith and Baker Mayfield had? You know what I mean? Would that shock you?
He ain't get paid off
That
one.
that means that Derek Carr not that top 10 quarterback he used to be if he let Sam Darnold take his place.
Sam Darnold plays for the
I mean,
Vikings, man.
whoever's the backup for that's the rookie, right?
Ain't no fucking no. He got hurt. He out for the year.
I'm here. I was saying I don't know what y'all heard last, but I was just basically saying that I got them at 22.
All right. So you ready? Going?
Yeah,
Yes. No.
Sam Darnold. It's just a good thought. That's all I'm saying.
V.
I think he went off for a second.
I don't know what the fuck going on. All right. So, what's up, Derek? How
What's
you
up,
doing?
y'all?
I muted AB. It sound like he's asleep. I'm not fucking with him this week. I'm not doing this shit. This is why the fuck I don't let him fuck his own. That's why I don't send out the fucking code. Shit. I ain't got time. Shit, ridiculous. All right, Derek. So we did a thing earlier. The Dolphins, they got Tyreek, Waddle, Odell. If you sign a prime Brandon Marshall, where does he go at on the depth chart?
If you sign a prime Brandon Marshall
Yeah,
on that team,
yeah.
I guess he would be ahead of Waddle. Waddle's just faster than him.
He number
would,
two.
huh?
He number two.
Yeah. It'll be Tyreek Hill because he's your main guy. He's your one, and then Marshall will be number two. I mean, if you want to put Marshall in front of Tyreek Hill, I can't complain. Marshall's the bigger receiver, and he's his most of his career between Denver and Chicago, he was consistent. So.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, because I knew Dennis was getting high when he said Brandon Marshall go down to 3.
Well, hold on. He thinks Waddle's better than Marshall? No,
Yeah, that's what I said.
no,
But,
it's not even close. Marshall had 100
Oh,
catches.
they're doing that Philly drugs. Hey,
Like-
B, let me know whenever you're ready.
Marshall had 100 catches like most of his years in Denver.
1,000 yards every year, didn't he?
Every year. Yeah, he was very consistent. Like linebackers and DBs did not want to go up against Brandon. People forget how much a problem he was. Josh McDaniels destroyed that whole team. That was a Super Bowl caliber offense. And when they let go of Shanahan, it was, that's when things started going bad for us. So, yeah, Marshall was a problem, man. Yeah, Marshall's better than Waddle. Waddle's just faster. You got a guy, he's 6'4", he's 230 pounds. His hands are they're not like Devontae, what's his name? Des Hopkins.
Ain't nobody care. This ain't I Am Athlete. We don't hear that shit.
Yeah, disrespectful to Marshall, man, how good he was.
Man.
I can't remember. Listen, until his the Seattle days, he was with Seattle, I think 1 year. He was a top 5, top 10 wide receiver. Majority is prime. I don't want y'all, man.
Yeah, y'all sitting here talking like the Waddle ain't here with fucking 1,000 yards every year too.
Right, but like, okay. I like my favorite thing is Jay Cutler was Marshall's best quarterback, right? Waddle has Tua now.
He always had Tua. That's all he ever had.
Okay, so he always had Tua. Tua's kind of better than Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler had a better arm, but
we don't know that. We don't know that yet.
Who? No, Jay Cutler had a better arm. That's not even close.
No. You saying Tua was better? We don't know that.
Tua's better now. Yeah, he's better now.
We don't know that.
Jay Cutler's lazy for me. Jay Cutler's lazy. If you want to say Tua better than Jay Cutler better than Tua, I don't know. But Brandon Marshall, you forget how good Brandon Marshall was, yo.
I ain't hating on Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall was
in my opinion, Brandon Marshall is either the second or third best receiver in Denver history.
Brandon Marshall on that team is not my second option. He's my third option.
In his prime?
Yeah,
he's your second. He could be your first. If it wasn't for fast out Tyreek Hill was so fast, he'd be your first.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, Brandon Marshall is not my second option.
Oh, listen, when he came to Miami, he played with Miami a couple seasons. It was at the Jets.
No, it was Miami.
It was Miami. Okay, yeah. He played the Jets and Miami.
Yeah.
Giving Darrelle Revis the business.
All right, B, you back?
Marshall leads me too.
Marshall third, but Waddle's going to the slot. But Marshall's third.
Why would you put your biggest receiver at 3?
He's 3, but he's going to be playing the X or the Y, whichever one is not as dominant.
I
But
put
Waddle,
Waddle at the
Waddle's
Crazy.
going to
slot,
the slot.
or even best, I put Marshall at the 1 and put Tariq in the slot. And what's the name? Because Tariq it does everything. He could be the scat back. He could be your wide
That's the
receiver.
that's the thing about Waddle. Waddle can do it all. Brandon Marshall cannot be in the slot.
He don't need to be. That's why I had him at number 2.
But then that's
But I'm
why
not gonna
he's
put
going
my
to be a
number.
second option.
He could be a tight end. As big as he is, he could be a tight end, a small tight end.
It wouldn't be
What does it
small.
call it?
He'd be a regular size. I won't say regular size.
Yeah, he
he'd
like
be
yo. You forget this dude was a monster. Linebackers didn't want no problems with Brandon Marshall. They ain't want none of that. And I hate to say that because the mental health thing, but dudes were like, yo, he kind of off. I'm like, he off because he got an issue, but he still came to ball every Sunday, man. They don't
All
like
right.
guys
All right.
that'll go against the grain.
Hold on there. I'm trying to see is B ready so we can finish this list. Almost at the halfway point. B. Sir. What the fuck is going on? This shit is crazy. Alright. So not ready. Alright. I don't know what the fuck going on today. Alright, this is how we had it, Derek.
Yeah, there's no way you don't put him no less than 2. Like you forget what he really was doing, man. You listen on a fade route, a 50-50 ball going up to get it. It's Marshall, man. Waddle's just faster.
So there is an argument for number 1 though.
Tyreek Hill's gonna be number 1 because nobody's crazy enough. Even in his prime, you can't match the speed. Tyreek Hill runs a 4.25. Marshall probably a 4.38, but he do a 4.38 at 6'3", 230 something pounds. That's a small linebacker, yo. And he's not slow. He was quick.
Mm-hmm.
He'll stiff on the crap out of you. He was tough. It's hard to bring him down. Bull's a beast, man. Physical receiver. He not DK Metcalf, but he's close. Marshall was a big boy, man, for a receiver. Yeah, well, I mean, no disrespect to Waddle. Waddle got great hands. He has great speed. I think behind Tyreek, he will be the second fastest as far as receiving. But I'm giving me Marshall, man.
So y'all sitting here saying all this, man. I had to sit here and look this up. I'm letting you know this right now. Brandon Marshall played 15 seasons. Okay, only 8 of them he had 1,000 yards. Only 8.
How many times he had 100 catches?
In Miami.
How many times he had 100 catches?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. How many times he had 90 catches?
Waddle's only had 100 catches one time.
Like, come on, make it make sense. Not even close.
I'll take that back. Hold on. Rewind that. Take that back. He had 100 catches 6 times. Most catches he ever had was 118. That's when he was with first year in Chicago.
He had 100 catches in Denver.
He had 3 100 catch seasons in Denver.
Right. He had 21 catches in one game. He beat T.O. record. I'm taking Marshall. I mean, that's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, but I'm taking Marshall.
Right. I don't know what the fuck. What the hell is going on with B, yo? I'm trying to figure out.
Yo, I sent the whole message in the chat. Read it.
Sir, ain't no fucking message in no goddamn chat.
You got Waddle over Brandon Marshall in his prime.
I guess he's unable to talk. Ain't no goddamn message in this fucking chat. I don't know what the fuck. Oh shit, that's the wrong damn button. Why ain't somebody tell me I got the shit up there? What I was ready to say. All right, so let's move on, I guess.
Derek, you asked me a question. I'm sorry, I had a phone call.
Nah, I said you taking Waddle over Brandon Marshall in his prime. Like they said, who will be the number 2? Because
Yeah,
Tariq will be number 1.
Waddle's my number 2 option. Is what I'm saying.
Only cousin speed. The only cousin speed. Only cousin speed. Outside of that, he has nothing else better than Watt and than Marshall.
Okay, all right, I'll take that. Derek, you gotta answer this question. I want to hear your four.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, Rushmore. I go first.
We already did, sir. Waiting on you.
Oh, all right. Curry, Bird, I'm sorry, Curry, Reggie Miller, Bird, Ray Allen, or yeah,
It's only
Curry.
4. It's only 4. It's only 4.
It's only 4.
Yes,
So yeah,
it's only
Curry.
4.
I'm sorry, Curry, Reggie, Ray Allen. Give me Damian Lillard.
Over Larry Bird?
Yeah, give me Daniel. You know I don't like Larry Bird, so I don't know why even.
I thought
I'm
you
like,
was gonna agree with me, Derek. One time I thought we was
give me
gonna agree.
Damian Lillard. Give me Damian Lillard hitting half
I'm
court
not
shot.
mad at your Damian Lillard pick.
I don't. I gotta be consistent. So give me Damian Lillard. So yeah, Curry, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, and Damian Lillard.
It's not a bad list. It's not a bad.
Yeah, I took instead of Damian Lillard, I took Larry Bird.
I'll take Dirk over Larry. 'Cause I know.
All right, Derek. Talk to us about Bo Nix.
Oh man, like Bo remind me of a young Elway. He might not have the arm strength, might not be as strong as Elway was, but Bo is mobile.
Hey, I just wanted to pause for a second. I want to let y'all know right now, Denver not winning more than 5 games.
That's fine. Listen, that's fine.
Now Bo Nix is
Bo is definitely. I'm glad he's the starter week 1. He showed me mobility. He showed me accuracy. He showed me control of the offense, and it's hopeful for the future. That's fine. We ain't got to win more than 5 games this year. We don't have the team to do so. The defense is not going to be that good like it was years back. But I like Nick Benito, Jonah Ellis. Seems like he's a steal in the draft, so we're gonna be okay. I think we'll win 8 games like we did last year. I don't think we're no better than we were last year. So we're 8-9 like we were last year. But Bo Nix sees the future.
Who the fuck you 8 games?
We won 8 games last year with Russ in a broken system and a coach that didn't want them. So I know we're going to do better than we did last year.
Whole damn
8, maybe 9 games, 9 and 8. I think everybody's hyped up on. They hyped up on the Chargers. The Chargers ain't done nothing in years. We'll see what Harbaugh does in his first year in there.
Bo Nix is 24
and for all that great defense they got, what did they do last year? They put 60 points on them. So,
sir, you can't say nothing about nobody putting no points on nobody.
But my whole thing is this: they got on paper, they got the better defense. With Matt and Bosa. So
Bo Nix is 24 years old.
Okay, what that mean? That means
he spent 6 years in college. That motherfucker's a professional student.
Whatever you want to call him, that's fine. You don't have to believe in him. He's going to be the starter week 1, and that's all I'm worried about. But we won 8 games last year. I don't think we're no worse than we were last year.
If Bo Nix does well with y'all, I think it will open up a new wave of old quarterbacks getting drafted in the first round.
Hey, Kurt Warner was bagging groceries before he became a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, he also wasn't drafted in the first round.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's fine.
Kurt Warner.
I want you to replay this back if he makes the playoffs next year.
No, I ain't talking about next year. I'm talking about this year. All right. I want to talk about this current year.
I don't think we're good enough defensively to make the playoffs. I said 8 games.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all good enough defensively to win 5 games.
So speaking of playoffs, Dennis.
Y'all niggas think
College
Oh,
football.
here we go, baby. Come
All
on,
right,
Nico.
so the
Come on, Nico.
quarterfinal, the quarterfinal is the Rose Bowl, the Peach Bowl, the All State shit, and what's the other one?
I don't know. I can't see that.
No, ain't nothing on the. It's not on the thing. I thought you knew the name of it.
No, AB know all the names. I
And
don't know.
then
There's too many
the
bowls for me to start
semifinals.
figuring
The
out.
semifinals is the Capital One and the Cotton Bowl. Yeah, no.
Hold on one second.
What we holding on for? Y'all know the play. All right, Dennis. Dennis, give me some of your teams, Dennis.
Some of my teams.
Yeah.
I got Bama.
Don't say Tennessee.
Yeah, I got Tennessee. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I got Bama. I got Tennessee. You kiss my ass. I'm about to start being like Derek. Fuck. I got Bama. I got Tennessee. I got I got Ohio State.
You got Maryland.
I got Oregon.
Ducks.
I have Michigan.
This nigga love Tennessee, bro. Y'all niggas not getting to the playoffs, bro.
We're gonna
Them
make it.
people.
We getting in that last spot at like number 9. You know? We're gonna make it at number 9. Hold on, man. Let me
For
get
what,
another
the
team.
SEC?
Yeah, from the SEC. We're gonna be in the SEC championship game.
No, y'all not. Stop, Dennis. Stop, Dennis.
Man,
Stop
I'm
it,
telling you,
man.
we're
Come
gonna be in
on,
the SEC
man.
championship game.
Come
Now,
on, man.
listen, you better hope it don't happen, sir. That's what you better hope.
Come on, man. You've been playing college football at 25 too much, bro. Because
I know I
Georgia
can't
and
make.
Alabama,
I can't
Georgia
make
and
Georgia.
Alabama is
I'm
definitely
sorry,
gonna
forgot
be.
about Georgia, sir. Georgia. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. How you like, dog? How you just bring up Tennessee first out of all the
No,
SEC teams?
I didn't bring him up. He said you better not say Tennessee. I said, yeah, I'm gonna say Tennessee. I didn't bring him up. He brought him up.
You're not supposed to say Tennessee. Period.
I can say whatever the fuck I want. He asked me the question, maybe I can say whatever I want. It's my team.
Dog, they not making to the playoffs, yo. Stop it, yo.
Don't get mad because your team ain't gonna be better than y'all.
You got Texas out there. You got Texas, Georgia, Alabama. Oh my god.
Texas in our zone. Texas ain't going. Even though Texas did beat Alabama in Alabama last year. I need a team from the Big Ten. I gotta make sure I do this right. Give me a Big Ten team, baby.
So we got the same 4 favorites every other year. Ohio State, Alabama.
It's gonna be the same motherfuckers. Same. Listen, it's gonna be Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, and Oregon.
I don't think Oregon is always there, but
Yo,
Washington lost too
you
much.
forgot Clemson, yo. Don't forget Clemson because Kilo pop
No,
up.
Clemson. Nah.
What about OU? OU.
what about Florida? How you feel
No.
about Florida? How you feel about Florida State though, AB?
It all depends on DJU. I gotta see how they play. Matter of fact, they play Saturday, so I'm gonna see how they looking, man. Yeah, I'm gonna see how they looking on Saturday.
DJ's a professional student as well.
Oh my god. All right, listen. Tennessee is talented, right? But
All right, I'm gonna be honest.
at least
If we get in, it's gonna be a sneak in. But I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like we're gonna win the goddamn national championship. But if we get in, it's gonna be a sneak in.
there's at least 5 teams that's better than Tennessee right now in the SEC. That's why I'm not like jumping to bring with them. Huh?
5?
Yeah, it's 5.
I see 3, 4. I see 4.
I would say y'all around 6 or 7. Seriously.
All right, okay. You got Alabama, you got Georgia, and I'm guessing you're giving the third one to Texas.
Okay.
Then who you got after that?
You got
Missouri.
I go Ole Miss before I go Missouri. But go ahead.
Ole Miss.
I think we're gonna beat Missouri.
So y'all not better than them 5 right there. Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a possibility.
Ain't no fucking possibility. AB, you better hope y'all on the fucking schedule, AB. You don't have to fucking talk. You know that right now. You better hope y'all not on the
All right.
schedule.
All right.
Let me go look at this goddamn schedule. I'm talking some Oklahoma is amazing.
Cause you being a homer right now. You being a homer. How y'all? Like, I mean, how y'all fifth
How
right
being a
now?
homer? You
Out of all
just said
the teams,
Oklahoma is a maybe.
sir. I just said that Tennessee might be 6th or 7th in that conference right now, and I said that Oklahoma might be or maybe better than Tennessee.
Okay.
They're pretty even right now. I'm not putting Oklahoma in the top 5 at all. But in order for you to make these playoffs, you gotta have a good ass season.
Damn sure do.
You still got Michigan out there. You still got Oregon. You got Ohio State. You got I don't know about Notre Dame because Notre Dame they gotta be in the conference, but I don't know.
All right. Let me go look. It's a lot of teams though, man.
Yeah, I don't think y'all. You know what? Then stop playing. Stop it. Stop it.
See if y'all on the schedule. Oh yes, September 21st. Let me find out we play y'all and what you call them back-to-back weeks in Tampa Bay. Let me find out. September
I don't
21st.
know.
Get OU.
I don't know. I don't know if Tennessee better than I don't know if they're better than Kentucky right now, Dennis.
I knew you was gonna say Kentucky. I knew you was gonna say that.
I mean, I don't know.
In this game at Oklahoma. Get them right the fuck out of here. I
The
can't
last
wait.
time they played them, they lost. So.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Mm.
We don't even play Missouri. Dang. We play Vanderbilt as usual. Oh, somebody got an alarm going. That's AB. 9 o'clock joint. Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. They got us ranked right now with the top 15 team and a joint. They got Oklahoma number 16, so I see why you say we even. Damn, Oklahoma State right with us too at 17? What the fuck?
Like I say, it's not it's not too far fetched with the top teams.
Who else y'all play? Who on y'all schedule? They didn't break the SEC down like they usually do on the East and but they North and South.
So, all right, then. So, if you're going by the AP, right?
The AP 25.
So
Associated
how
Press.
many? So how many teams from the SEC is before Tennessee?
And AP. Hold on.
Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, Texas.
I'm looking at the.
I think it's 4 or 5.
Right now they're 7th. Right now they got 6 teams before Tennessee.
What is Dennis Trump? Why are we talking about Tennessee when we talking about college football playoffs?
Hey man,
Is somebody delusional?
Don't worry about what I
BJ,
am,
we can
baby.
go.
I'm out to hit my
Yeah,
fucking pride. You kiss mine.
yeah, yeah, you did delusional. BJ, when we finish playing around with this, we can go back to the list. I'm gonna knock them out.
Is it safe to come back? Dennis, is it
Yeah,
safe?
did you hear what? Did you hear me?
It's safe to come back.
Yeah,
I
no,
got to
put
see
it
the
out.
B
Put it
rest
over
of
there.
the B list.
I just want to make sure Dennis wasn't going to get killed live on the air and shit.
Yeah.
oh,
So 21. That's mine though. That's 21. All right, we got the Bears. A lot of hype around this team. A lot of hype. They got the number one overall pick. And Caleb Williams. Tons of weapons on the offense. I'm still not quite sure about the offensive line. But the defense will be pretty good. They were good at the end of last year. Got a lot of rotational pieces on the defensive line over there too. So if everything works out, it's all up to Matt Eberflus and Caleb Williams to make things go. He has everything that you could ask for as far as being a young quarterback coming into a situation. So I have to see it, maturate first before I could put them any higher. So I mean, last year they were a pretty awful team. So to go from like worst to first is kind of crazy. But I felt like 21 was a good spot. They could easily move up. Um, as the season progresses, they could easily be one of those teams that end up in the top 10. But that all depends on the arms and legs of um, Caleb Williams. 20. AB, with that, I don't know if he's still here, but we got the
yo
Buccaneers.
man, all right man, I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. I'm out of here, bro. I can't do this shit, man.
Bro, you thought y'all
That's
was like
okay.
top 10 or something? I'm confused. Uh,
Dog, they just play up. No, go ahead, B. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
see
I'm
what AB
sorry.
mean. They should at least be
no,
top 14, right, AB?
well, yeah, because of last year, yeah, but no. So anyway, yeah. So I mean, they were 9-8 last year. I mean, they did win a playoff game. That's cute. But I'm just talking about this year. I'm not,
That's
I need to.
cute.
It is. I need to see, what Baker Mayfield looks like this year. Y'all did take some L's. Y'all did get Tristan Wirfs signed up, so that's good. Um, but yeah, and you
What,
got Mike, huh?
hold on, man. What else did we take, sir?
Yo, slow down and get your words out, yo. Slow down and get your words out, yo.
He said, "Slow down, take it." Yo, I don't understand why you all tight. But anyway, yeah, but this is why I got the Bucks at, man. I think, like I said earlier, with the Saints, I think that this is a competitive division. But I think that of course, a lot of the hype is around the Falcons. But the Buccaneers and the Saints can definitely be the two teams that make that division interesting. I'm just not sold on Baker Mayfield, man. He's very inconsistent. But we'll see how he is this year. They can easily, like I said, I don't even know what the ceiling and the floor is for a team like the Bucks. Um,
What's the time stamp? Time stamp is 140. 130. Okay.
yeah, come back to it. If y'all, like I said, listen, man, this is just an opinion. If y'all end up being, if you end up being better, if you end up
NFC
being,
South, y'all can't win 11
103.
games in the NFC
why,
South. I was thinking about that. That's
why
look at
you
the teams in
wait?
the NFC South.
Ho. The NFC South is, I mean, other than maybe, other than Carolina, the other two teams, the Saints and the Falcons, will have something to say about the whole 11 can't win 11 games and all that shit. Like,
I'm just saying last year.
oh yeah, well yeah, last year, when the division wasn't as competitive, right? I feel like the division is a 3-team
Oh yeah,
race.
it's much. I think the Falcons going to take this division this year.
Yeah,
Of course you will, Derek. Of course you will. Of course you will.
I think the
Of
Falcons.
course you will, right?
They got Justin Simmons and Matthew Judon.
Oh my god.
yeah, it's definitely. I mean, listen, it's a
They
3-team race.
ain't slouching no more.
Wait, hold on. It's a 3-team race for sure. I definitely believe that. And it's just, like I said, the Buccaneers. We'll see if they could be the ones that arise. Like right now, like Derek said, I kind of got Falcons favorite. I know they haven't, gelled, and it's a lot of new on that particular team, but it's a lot of good new. And I have, so, and I might be a little biased because their head coach is Raheem Morris, Jersey. So we'll see.
They
Like I
got
said,
the second best cover safety in the league, so
I mean,
could
no,
be
they
a
do
lot
have
better.
there is a lot of talent on that team. Period. So, like I said, we'll see. As far as what Baker Mayfield do, I know the defense gonna come. The defense gonna bring it. They usually bring it all the time. That's been pretty much the staple of this particular, of this program for years, basically. And they still have a good one. I just don't know how the offense gonna look. So we'll see. 19.
Hey, Dennis. I don't know if B know, but me and you know what AB about to go do. AB about to go make a post about that motherfucker on Facebook and talk about his list.
19. I got the Seattle Seahawks. This team is they quietly talented. I think they'll be better as long as they can. They have a solid offensive line as long as they can keep Geno Smith upright. I think that they'll be able to do some good things, especially offensively. They have a three-headed monster over there too, with DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and second-year receiver Jackson Smith and Jigba. The defense did lose some veterans. I mean, Quandre Diggs, I look at more of a loss than Jamal Adams. I think Jamal Adams, as far as it pertains to being able to, cover, he's really never had that ability. Um, so, they still have like I said, they have now a young safety um, tandem back there, but they have Devin Witherspoon coming into his second year. He had a very nice rookie season, and then they also have Woolen over there as well. So that's a nice corner tandem to go with a young defensive line that should that should play well and intermediate as far as the linebacking core. So uh, this team can be a dangerous team in the NFC West. A lot of people are really high on the Rams right now too. So we'll see. But I like what I see from the Seahawks going forward. But the only thing the other question mark is the new coach too. Got to see how because everybody that gets a coaching job is not actually a good coach. So we'll see if he's able to lead men. 18. I got the Titans. All right. I think the only thing with this team, honestly, is the question mark at quarterback. I don't know what Will Levis is. None of us does. He
Thank
just
you.
hasn't
Because
it
Dennis
hasn't
the
been.
only one who's hype on this goddamn dude. For whatever reason, he hasn't shown any fucking thing.
Yeah, well, it hasn't. And he hasn't had enough sample size for us to make any type of determination as to what he is. Um, But I mean, he has the potential. They did invest in the offensive line, so they did go out and pick. I think there was J.C. Latham at I believe the number 9 pick or something like that. He was a very high pick this year for the Titans, and I think maybe it was like 7 or 8 or something like that. But they did they had a very quiet but very effective free agency period in the offseason. They went and got Tony Pollard to pair with Tajay Spears, so that's a nice little tandem. Two young, shifty backs that could do it all, pretty much as far as catch out of the backfield and everything else to make Levis's job easier. They do have a wide receiver trio over there with Calvin Ridley, D Hop, who's actually hurt right now, which has kind of been like the story of his career as of late. But they also have Tyler Boyd over there from Cincinnati. So they do have some weapons, man. The defense, they just bolstered the defense. They took the tandem over at in Seattle and moved them over there with the Titans. They do have some young corners and they're anchored by their defensive line. So um, I do like this team, especially in that division. They can actually be one of those teams that can give Houston some fits as it pertains to battling to see who wins that division. So look out for the Titans, man. I do like what they did this offseason. I think that they're going to be one of those sneaky good teams. 17.
Top stamp is 103. 103, so.
I got the Steelers. You know, this is one,
What? They're not one of the top teams? Oh my god.
but the Steelers. I got them at 17, but they could easily, move up. I think nobody. I know people have been like kind of hard on them for how things looked in the preseason, but this is the preseason. Like preseason, I don't put too much stock into that because there's just nothing going on. There's no game planning. Everything is pretty much vanilla. You're just running things. Um, they have a ton of talent. As far as I know, they're still in the Brandon Ayuk sweepstakes, and I just really don't know. As far as offensively, what this team is going to look like, but I do know that they have the proper things in place as far as like the young receiving core, running back. They do have some holes at the offensive line. I don't know if Broderick Jones is going to be. I think he might be one of the ones that like kind of have a rough rookie season. From what I've seen so far, but like I said, it was preseason, so I'm not going to put too much stock into it. This pick right here at 17 is just me saying that I just can't bet against Tomlin. I mean, I haven't, I know everybody's probably saying like eventually they got to have a losing season, right? Until I see it, I don't believe it until I see it. So, for some reason, he just knows how to make things work, even when he doesn't have the most. I think when they finally figure out who their quarterback is actually going to be, which I think it actually should be Fields because of the offensive line troubles, and he's more mobile than Russ is at this point in time in his career.
Hmm.
And especially if you're going to try to see what the future is at quarterback, like, Russ ain't going to be there forever. He's about to be 35, 36 years old, or he might be already 35, about to be 36 or something like that. Like, you don't want to invest too much into that. I think that what they should do is go with Justin Fields, let him work out the kinks and get acclimated to the system. And, because he's on a 1 year deal too, let him prove or not prove he could be the guy maybe going forward. Maybe he could have like a Jordan Love type of year and end up, getting extended, to be the guy there for the future. So, but I do like the makeup of this team. So 16. I got
Oh
the
my
Atlanta
god.
Falcons. Here you go. The
Oh my
potential,
god.
the
Oh my
potential
god.
NFC South winners. How do you
Oh
like that?
my god.
But hey, AAB, what's
28 to 3. 28
listen,
to
if
3. Don't man, listen, bro.
listen, you talking about some shit from 99 years ago. But at the end of the day, if you pay attention to the list, you guys aren't too far behind them, which means that I predict y'all to pretty much probably finish second in that division. But the Falcons are loaded, bro. I mean, I know they haven't put it out all on the field yet, but we have to go by what we have to go by right now. Right now, I'm going off of paper. They do have a competent quarterback. Doesn't win too many big games for them, but we talking about regular season right now. Um, and he has enough weapons around him on both offense and defense to just not f things up. So he has a running back, so he doesn't have to drop back. I know people thinking about the injury that Kirk Cousins is coming off of the Achilles. He doesn't have to drop back and throw a whole bunch of times because they do have a competent run game. They have actually a two-headed monster back there when you think about Algier too. So I like the makeup of this team. Like I said, Raheem Morris gets another opportunity to, showcase his coaching ability and with better talent than he had his first go round. So we'll see what happens with the Falcons, but I like the makeup of this team, and barring injuries or anything like that, I think that they could be one of the contenders. 15.
Hey, quick question though. Quick question while we go over this.
Yeah.
Did your trajectory of the Falcons change after they got those two acquisitions?
Did the what?
Yeah, the Falcons. Did it change after they got the two acquisitions?
I missed the. You say it again because I have missed the whole question.
He
You said
said,
did what
wait,
change?
wait, wait, where you had the Falcons at? Did it change once they signed Judon and Simmons?
Nah, it really. Well, I mean, Judon and Simmons, they did add to it, but I already felt like they was going to be good even before they got Simmons and Judon, because even with them having Jesse Bates and the other,
Sorry, sorry.
yeah, I know, I smell the Buccaneer hate over here,
Excuse me.
but hey, AB man, let you tell it, y'all gonna win a division and be competitive every year, man. So
He worse than me and shit.
that's just not realistic. I know.
Ain't nobody worse than me.
But
Um,
at least with dude, at least with the Ravens, y'all are a top 5 team. Like, come on, man. They in a bad position and they can barely
We
win
top
2 games.
two and not two.
Like,
Fuck you mean?
like, come on, man.
they top two, not two. You actually are two. But
This is
anyway,
funny, bro.
um, go go to the next one, please. Thank you. That's 15, right? I'm sorry, I left from being in front of my phone. Okay, I got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, listen, it's put up or shut up time. You done went and paid Trevor Lawrence. You paid him his money. They do have, and you also paid Josh Hines Allen. That's and I was surprised to see that he changed his name to match his sister's last name, Maisha. Um, but yeah, man, this team is pretty much loaded too. They have some great things working for them offensively. Um, the addition of Gabe Davis, I think, is going to be a sneaky good addition. Um, and I also believe that defensively, led by Hines Allen, they'll be good. They should be solid. Like I said, that AFC South division is going to probably come down to it's actually all the teams in that division to me can battle it out to see who comes out on top. Um, I think that Jacksonville can definitely give Houston a run for their money, along with the Titans and Colts. So we'll see what's up with Dougie P and the boys this upcoming season, but I don't think they. I think their leash is short because I feel like they. I know they feel like they probably put together a team that is ready to compete and go deep into the playoffs, and I think anything short of that is pretty much a failure, and some people are gonna end up losing their job.
Hmm.
14. I got the Cincinnati Bengals. Now look, check this out. I've seen so many lists with the Cincinnati Bengals like top 5, top 6, top 10. And I'm like, I don't see it really. I know everybody hyped off of
Because
Joe
that defense
Burrow.
is gone.
The defense is gone. That's another. Thank you very much, BJ, because I don't know what these people are seeing. I don't know if it's a uh, what's my man name? Joe Burrow pick. I don't. I guess that's what that is. But like he's coming off an injury. We haven't seen him play a healthy season. Now we do know if he does play a healthy season, he can be a dangerous man. But like you said, that defensive side of the ball is very, very sus. And, we're going to have to see how they look. They did lose Joe Mixon, who's a very pivotal part of their defense. And, I'm sorry, a very pivotal part of their running back. And, like I said, they're going with a young running back. The offensive line did take a hit, I believe. So I don't know. We'll see. But as far as being the top five, I don't know nothing about it being the top five. I'm not interested in them being a top five team. Next, coming in at 13, we got the Buffalo Bills. Now this is
He said
another
he's gonna
team.
get payback one way or another.
Nah, it's not payback. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be a little objective. I don't, a lot of these, uh, you know, professional stations and nationally televised stations continue to put this team in the top 10. And I think, like I said, I feel like just like with the Burrow thing, I think it's because of Josh Allen. But no, like, get out of here. This team lost. You want to sit up here and say, "Oh, we ain't gonna miss Stephon Diggs." All right, because I remember what you were before you got there, but I guess you forgot. So, um, they have high hopes for the young receiver, Keon Coleman. Um, I assume he's having a good camp. I didn't see him play much in the preseason, so, but I mean, when you just have like a receiver by committee type situation, you don't have a real number one. The running game is, still intact, I guess. You got James Cook, and those guys, and the tight end, Knox and Kincaid. I just think that defensively they'll still be good, but they lost two of the top two safeties. Well, or one of the top safeties in the league. Hoyer. Wait. Hold on. They lost both safeties, if I'm not mistaken. They lost Poyer and the other guy, Micah Hyde. Correct?
Poyer. Yeah.
Poyer.
I
Well,
think
I
yeah,
always say
yeah.
Poyer.
I
Whatever.
think
I think they
I
lost
think
both.
I did lose.
Yeah, I think they lost
How
both.
does it feel?
Yeah, so both of those, so the defense is going to look different. Matt Milano was out. I think he had like a pec injury, so I think he's. I know they was talking about second opinions, but he might be out for the year, and he's the middleman, the quarterback of the defense. The guy with the green dot. So I think that the Buffalo Bills, though they will be competitive, I think that there will be a new sheriff in town. I also believe that this is, pretty much it's a three-team race as it's been. I think the Patriots are, out of the conversation when you talk about battling for the AFC East. So, we'll see going forward. I don't want to spend too much time on the Bills, but I got them at 13. 12. The Los Angeles Rams, man. Listen, I believe in Sean McVay. I think dude is a phenomenal coach, and I don't think they've had back-to-back losing seasons under his tenure yet. So, um, he's just one of those guys that I think that this team took a lot of hits last year as it pertains to injuries, and uh, they just couldn't get it going. But as I don't know if anybody remembers how they finished the year. They finished the year playing pretty well. Um, and they were like one of the better teams to like close out the season. So I guess when teams are trying to build something positive to go into the next season with, they were one of those teams for sure. So Matthew Stafford looks to be healthy this year. You have Cooper Cup and you have Puka Nakua returning. Um, it's a lot to build on. Kyron Williams, the running back over there as well. So it's a lot to pretty much build on. You did lose Hall of Famer Aaron Donald. That's a huge loss for your defense, but they did quietly draft well. They finally had a first round pick for the first time in ages, and they were able to pick up Jared Verse out of Florida State, who has been not only having a good camp, they said, but looks to be one of those guys that's going to make immediate impact. this upcoming season. So I like the Rams, man. I like them to be right in the thick of things as it pertains to competing for the NFC West. 11. Got the Cleveland Browns. All right, so the Cleveland Browns. I mean, this team it seems to be loaded as well. But Deshaun Watson ain't been the same since he left Houston. I don't know what's going on with him, but this is the year for him to put up. And if they put up, they can be, this good. Number 11 is, that's not bad. You're definitely a playoff team if you finish top 11. The defense is led by, Miles Garrett. I think they'll be really good. Unfortunately, one of their top corners, Denzel Ward. He had his fifth concussion in like 5 years, and there is speculation that he, is contemplating possibly retiring because of the consistency with the concussions. So that's something that we can look deeper into as the season goes along. I don't think he will. He's only 27, but we'll see. A lot of guys are choosing their health over the game these days. So, but yeah, I mean,
you got barbecue back there?
What?
What?
Wait, what?
This motherfucker interrupted the podcast about some damn barbecue.
About
No, that's the yo in Ohio State. That's what the bull said about Denzel Ward with the hit. He was like, "You got barbecue back there."
That went straight over my head, bro. But anyway, yeah. So the Browns, like I said, I like them at 11. I think at some point in time this season they will get Nick Chubb back after the gruesome injury that he had last year. But like I said, we'll see. They'll definitely be one of the contenders in that very competitive AFC North. All right, let's get to that top 10.
Man, washing dishes? What the fuck?
Yeah. Hush your mouth. Coming in at number 10, I got the JET. Hold on, calm your nerves. Hold on.
You heard what he said. JET.
I got the JETS Jets. The reason why I have the Jets at number 10 is because, listen, barring any catastrophic or crazy, flukish type of injury to Aaron Rodgers that like what happened last year, this team is going to be something to be reckoned with, man. They got weapons all over the place, and everything pretty much is predicated on 8 staying healthy. If they can keep 8 upright, they will be very, very good on both sides of the ball. They have a top 5 defense. They have weapons. Garrett Wilson is a very happy man in camp. They said he's been getting balls thrown to him in stride and accurately and at the right spots. So he's happy. Brees Hall can be very dangerous if fantasy owners, he might be one of the first guys you want to take off your board if you have an upcoming fantasy draft. But yeah, man, the Jets are just made up of the right stuff. They revamped that offensive line so they can make sure that Aaron Rodgers does stay upright by going in the offseason and acquiring former Cowboy Tyron Smith as well to watch Aaron Rodgers blind side. So yeah, I like the makeup of this team. They were good last year. I mean, to be able to win 7 games or whatever, 7-10, I think they went last year, with with the incompetency at the quarterback position after Aaron Rodgers' injury. I know that they can do some things, and even if Aaron Rodgers does go down, for a couple games or something, you don't want to lose him for the year, of course not. But then you have a formidable backup in Tyrod Taylor.
Hey,
And Tyrod is really a fan favorite. He's one of my favorites too. Dude just is a consummate professional. He knows how to come in and play. So yeah, all he did was just move across locker rooms because last year he was with the Giants, now this year he's with the Jets. So Tyrod Taylor, like I said, it will be a key addition for them as well, just in case anything happens to the 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers. But if Aaron Rodgers stay upright, man, this team is going to be real dangerous, man. So I got the Jets at 10. Next, not too far, the Miami Dolphins. I'm giving them the edge in the division only because of, they won it last year and they should be able to build off of, what they did last year. But, with teams like Buffalo and the Jets breathing down their throats, they will definitely have, just competition. And that's what you want. It's going to be an interesting league this year. But this team, we already know how offensively gifted this team is. Defensively, they should be better. They should be getting some players back. There was some Jalen Phillips they had lost last year due to injury. Bradley Chubb, they lost due to injury last year too. So they should be getting those guys back healthy. And they should be probably ready to rock and roll in stride again. Tua got his money, so the security is there. And all he has to do now is just concentrate on football and winning. And that's pretty much it with the Dolphins, man. Number 8.
Somebody ready to lose that shit, B. I don't know if you're going to bet to get in the top 5, Joe.
Here we go. Let's go. Philadelphia. All right. So the Eagles, I know a lot of hype around them this offseason as it pertains to the acquisition of Saquon Barkley, which was amazing. I'm sure with the type of offensive line depth that they have, he will, be something to reckon with and open that offense up this year. But that's only if he's used properly by Kellen Moore. Listen, I've been down on Kellen Moore ever since. I stand by what I say. I'm sorry. But I think that the Eagles have enough talent anyway to be good in spite of. Defensively, they are pretty stout. They got a new DC. They bring in Vic Fangio. And I just think that when you get a new DC, it's going to take time for things to gel and click. And just like with a new offensive coordinator, I just think things are going to take time to gel and click. But I think that, like I said, the Eagles have so much talent on their team that I think that they can rise above the, I guess you could say, the ineffective coaching, if you will, and still be able to, go out there and win games. The problem that I have is that the secondary is super young. There's only one veteran back there, and that's Slay. So, I'm going to have to see how those guys end up. They have a lot of pretty high draft picks that are supposed to be, filling in those roles.
We got CJ Gardner-Johnson. We got CJ Gardner.
I'm talking about guys that can really play. I wasn't talking about no guy that was a
CJ Gardner-Johnson can play.
Oh boy, yeah. I guess he could play in. I guess he only could play in Philadelphia uniform because when he went to the Lions, he wasn't much of anything. But anyway, so anyway, like I was saying, they still got a young secondary back there though. And like I said, the pass rush is going to be very important. The linebackers are young too. So they've been talking about Nakobe Dean, but I was high on Nakobe Dean in the draft, so I'm very interested to see his development and how he looks this year. But like I said, I still got them in the top 10. I think they will be a playoff team because I think those first 4 to 5 weeks is where you do the whole fill out process and try to get acclimated to some things. But I think once they get in the flow of things, they'll be one of those teams that's able to win down the stretch and make it into the playoffs. Right, he named him like he was Justin Simmons or something. But all right, number 7.
Ed Reed or somebody. Get the fuck out of here.
What do you say, Steve? Can I hear it?
Moving on, yo. But move on. It's cool, yo. Just let it go, yo. Move on, yo.
Yo, I just gotta hear it. What do you say?
You say you gotta go back and watch the show.
Number 7.
132.
Name this nigga like he was Ronnie Lott or somebody. He ain't no damn body. He don't have no all pros. He ain't got no pro bowlers. He's a bum. He's a bum.
Whoa. He do got a Pro Bowl. You's a fucking hater, AB. That's all the fuck you all hate, goddammit.
Go ahead, B. You know what, B? Let you finish your list. Go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet.
Number 7, I got the Green Bay Packers. This is a team that they got hot last year after a slow start. And did some really good things at the end of the season last year. They can, like I said, they could be definitely one of those teams. Jordan Love is looking to build pretty much and solidify himself as one of the top quarterbacks after being paid like one for sure. They have a lot of, like Matt before said, they don't have a number one. They have 4 number one receivers allegedly. Those guys can go though. I know they're not household names, but for whatever reason they work. And I think the one that's going to go off the most this year is the kid Wicks. He might emerge into being like that true number one that we always talk about. Because I just think that he has the biggest upside amongst all of the receivers that they have over there. But yeah, man, I mean, you bring in Josh Jacobs for the run game. The defense is, added some star power, I guess you could say, too, by signing Xavier McKinney to a crazy amount of money. People were high on him with the Giants. I didn't really see too much of that great safety play that they was talking about, but maybe new scenery, new scheme. Maybe he'll be look like that guy. I guess I don't know, but you still got Jair over there. Rashawn Gary on the defensive line. Quay Walker. So they have guys. And this team, Matt LaFleur has shown that he is a pretty solid coach. So I think that the Packers are going to be really good this upcoming season. 6. At number 6, we got the Dallas Cowboys.
Boys.
I know everybody's been talking about the free agency that didn't happen. They didn't spend big, but they have been spending the last few days, I guess you could say. This is their type of market, getting bargain guys that could possibly come in and be pieces. So what they have there, adding some beef to the defensive line. But I mean, outside of that, the talk of this offseason has just been when are they going to sign CD Lamb, which I think will happen very, very soon, and possibly Dak Prescott as well. So, but both of those guys will be there this year. I think that this team, even though they didn't go and make the big splash in free agency, they are still still have a really good roster and a really good team. I think that defensively, the culture is going to be a bit of a culture change with Mike Zimmer. And as you can see, they've been, grabbing defensive tackles left and right the last week and a half or so. So, there's definitely an attitude adjustment that's going to, happen with this defense, pretty much more accountability. Not as much, of the, players coach type of situation. But yeah, man, it's a tough schedule, like they say. I think that all NFL schedules are tough. I don't think that anybody has like that easy schedule like they try to promote, because the NFL is just so tough. And the parity is there. But I think that this Dallas team has been rolling under Mike McCarthy for the last 4 years. So when you have that type of continuity, I just think that gives you an advantage over the opposition. As it pertains to the regular season, I mean, as far as the postseason, you just have to see what happens. But it starts in the regular season. Got to be able to get to the post to know what you're going to do in got to be able to get to the post. So basically, the regular season is just as important. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going number 5 next. Got the Texans. High on the Texans. Texans added a lot. Well, they added some really key, some key. They added some key pieces as well, by adding Stephon Diggs, another weapon for another weapon for C.J. Stroud. The defense will probably be pretty good again too. So yeah, the Texans have a lot to build on. I think that they can, emerge themselves into being a top 10 team. I'm more a top 5 team. Uh, One of the things that can or that we have to be cognizant of as well is that sometimes a guy might come off and have a crazy first year. And then the second year, we look, they call it the sophomore slump. I don't know if that's the case or if that's going to happen with CJ Stroud. He does have a plethora of things around him. Not only that, he gets his guy, Tank Dell, will be back as well this year after, going down to injury. And he brought Joe Mixon over for the run game. So this is a well coached team. This team is very disciplined. And I think that they're going to be like really, really good. I would be surprised if they're not like either the same as they were last year or even or better. 4. Detroit Lions,
Lions.
man, and Mr. Go for it on fourth down every time. 4th and 16, I'm going for it. 4th and 12, we going for it. 4th and 5, we going for it. But yeah, man, this team is loaded too. Reason why I have them ranked so high, they have one of the most important things I feel like in football is if you win in the trenches, you'll be a really good team, and they have probably the best offensive line in football. Um, and they have the running back tandem. They just have all of the makings of a good team. Jared Goff, as long as he doesn't shit the bed, I think that this team would be pretty good again. Possibly being able to repeat maybe for that division title, and might make some more noise in the playoffs again if they're able to get there. 3. I got the San Francisco 49ers. This team has been suffering some injuries early. I think that's Greenlaw pictured. He won't be there at the start of the season, but they found this kid, D. Winters, and which is crazy because it's like they just breed linebackers. That dude looks like he's ready to run through a wall every play. But they do have some holes. They do have some things holding them up as far as the. I don't really think it's a holdout. I think that he just didn't want to go to camp. When you talk about Trent Williams, a lot of older players they'll hold out, make it seem like they want more money or whatever the case, and that may be the case. But I just think that he just didn't want to come to camp. But he hasn't signed yet. Another player that hasn't signed is, not that hasn't signed, but that's looking for a new deal is Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk is looking for a new deal. Hasn't gotten it yet. Hasn't this whole saga of requesting a trade. Don't know if he's gonna get traded. Might come back. So I'm not sure what's going to happen as far as the San Francisco 49ers are, but they have shown to be a well-oiled machine and able to be successful through adversity. So you can't until somebody knocks them out of the way. I think they'll be right there in the thick of it. All right, number 2.
Sorry, that was loud. My bad.
Number 2, I got the Baltimore Ravens, led
Good
by
team,
the
though.
reigning MVP, Lamar Jackson. I mean, this team they should be pretty good. They have added some key pieces as well, led by Derrick Henry, of course. So they're definitely gonna do some running of the football. Um, I like what I see out of the kid Nate Wiggins. Or is it Nate Higgins or Nate Wiggins? Is it Nate Higgins or
Wiggins.
Wiggins, right, with a
Wiggins.
W? Yeah, I like what I see out of him. Feisty, uh, you know, he fits the Baltimore mold for sure. Uh, and like I said, this is a well coached team too. So we'll I don't really have to elaborate too much, but I do know this. Yeah, eventually y'all gonna have to stop falling short. I mean, you know, the talk is Lamar. he has to step his game up in the postseason because I believe that unless I see anything differently or barring some crazy injury, I think that you guys will be in the playoffs, and Lamar's going to have to be able to rise above the competition uh, to I guess move to that if you want to get into that next tier because they be putting him top five, and I'd be like, how? But it is what it is. That's my guy too. I love him. I ain't trying to play him out and nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, after a while, like,
Sounds like
you
it to
know,
me.
nah, you gonna have to listen. You can't be winning MVPs of the league, and you know what I'm saying. You getting sent home, or you having bad playoff, production. I get it. It's a team thing. I always scream team thing. But there was some plays last year in that playoff game against the Chiefs, and I think that it wasn't all his fault. I think that the coaching staff got caught up in the whole Lamar versus Mahomes thing, and they went away from what he does. Like they
Hmm.
put him
Hand that bitch
in
off.
this, they put him in this, they put him in this passing type of dual shootout. Like that's not his game. Like let players play how they play. Put a game plan together for what makes Lamar go. Don't put him into a drop back and throw uh, competition. With one of the probably the best drop back and throw in the game. It was just dumb to me. But so we'll see how it goes this year. But I expect to see some improvements there. And last but not least, the number one team is the damn Chiefs. I mean, people talking three-peat. That's very hard to do, very. But it,
It's been done
it,
before.
it, it, it's been three-peats done before, not in not in football.
Nope.
Didn't the Patriots do
Nah,
that shit?
Yeah,
Nope.
it's never. Nah, hell no, they
nah.
didn't do it.
Never.
Nah,
Oh,
the
okay.
Never.
Patriots won back to back, then they lost, then they won. That's how it went.
Buffalo lost four
Oh yeah,
straight,
yeah,
but
yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
ever
Right.
won three.
Yeah, nobody's ever won three straight. So this is
No.
they're chasing history this year. I like the additions. Xavier Worthy, they got some speed. Him and Patrick Mahomes are, well, thank
Need
God for my fantasy, thank God, because I picked them up. But as far as for the league, man, they're getting really comfortable with each other. As far as the connection, um, and
they lost Snead
uh,
at corner, right?
they did lose Snead at corner, so there might be some
Yeah.
holes there. But they still have Trent McDuffie, and they still have the best defensive tackle in the league.
Chris Jones.
Officially now for sure. I felt like he was at least the last 2 years, but he definitely is now. Now that Aaron Donald is retired, so it's going to be some things that we see this year with them. Um, as far as the offense, you got Pacheco, who I've called um, rest in peace, but baby Marion Barber the third. I don't, his running style. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be in the league. I don't want to be kicking nobody out the league, but damn, I mean, I just don't know how much longer he can sustain that type
Jersey.
of that type of running. No, he's from South Jersey, so probably Philly somewhere. Um, but yeah, the Chiefs are number one, and that is the best power ranking that you'll see on any platform. I am
Yeah.
your host, Beat Analyst.
That shit was
Thank you for your
average.
time.
Kiss my ass.
Tell them why you
Haters
mad,
gonna
son.
hate. Haters gonna hate, man.
Tell them why you mad, son. All right. So before we get out of here, I just want to touch on this tip off weekend.
Wow.
It's been set. We got the Knicks versus the Celtics. Woo. The Bucks versus 76ers. Woo. Spurs versus the Mavericks. Nobody fuck about that shit. Um. Oh shit! I don't went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Damn, I done jumped all the way down the fucking list. All right, so we got the Timberwolves versus the Lakers. Suns versus I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, Clippers. That's the Clippers. That's a new logo. When the fuck they changed that shit? OKC versus the Nuggets. Pacers and Knicks. Suns and Lakers. Clippers and the Nuggets and Magic and Timberwolves. And we Finish off our opening weekend with the Sacramento Kings at the Lakers.
Let's go, Sip. Second game for Wemby, baby. Let's go.
That shit wild.
Let's go.
That's some good games. I don't know about the Knicks come out the door swinging versus the champs and shit. That shit a little wild. Damn, Jim. Sorry to hear that, sir.
Yeah, I think the Celtics might repeat. Yeah, I don't see nobody beating them this year. Maybe Dallas. Maybe Dallas getting some revenge. And then they got Klay Thompson. I can't wait to see. Yo, man, that backcourt gonna be crazy. You gotta worry about the two of the best backcourt we have in today's game. Plus, you gotta worry about Klay Thompson hitting the three. Boy, I can't wait. I can't wait. Boy, it's gonna be crazy. They might be the new Warriors. Shoot.
It's not the end of the world.
Man, you got the best scorer in basketball, damn near. You got the best handle and the best shooting point guard next to Curry. Like, come on, man. And Kyrie, and now you got the best two shooter damn near in the league. Yo, man. And he's not even like, all right, you'll see. Dallas gonna be nasty, bro.
That shit is crazy.
Yo, man. It's gonna be threes shooting. Oh, telling you, this the new Warriors.
Can't fuck around and find out.
Whoa,
Find out.
it's gonna be crazy. Luke like, oh, that gave me a shooter. Oh, all right.
All right, so Dirk, how far is your list done for next week?
It's coming. My son, he started college Monday, so I'm a little behind, but I got y'all. I got y'all.
All right, Derek. I'm counting on you, Derek. Don't let me shut the fuck up, AB. Don't let me down, Derek.
Yo, tell us 9-8 ass to go sit down somewhere, man. Tell us 9-8 ass to go sit down somewhere, man. Come on, man.
Last year he got it off the Metro paper. So this year, where you getting it from this year? You getting it off ESPN.com or like where you getting the list from, brother?
Listen.
Let me know.
Listen, go win 11 games in your weak ass division. Go ahead, man.
Win 11 games.
Win
At least
11
they get to
games
the playoffs, brother.
Listen,
At least
y'all
they
were a
get to the
game ahead of
playoffs,
us.
brother.
Y'all were a game ahead of us.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Man. That weak ass division.
Matter.
That weak ass division.
Debate with
Baker
Derek.
Mayfield.
Debate with
Baker
Derek.
Mayfield.
Now listen. Come on, man.
Baker Mayfield. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, man. Actually, the Buccaneers played it. Actually, they played them this year. I can't wait for that game.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried. Make the playoffs. You talk all that mess. I didn't say nothing about
the playoffs. They've been the playoffs last 4 years, Derek.
Make the playoffs. 9-8. I bet you the Falcons beat y'all, man. I bet you ain't. You only front running because you only front running because you got a weak division. You were front running with Tom Brady. Now you front running because you got a weak division. So it's cool.
Falcons ain't doing nothing, brother. That's all you gotta worry about, bro.
Okay. All right.
Falcons some motherfucking noise.
Right.
They got too much talent on there for them to just get their ass whipped. Shit.
Right on.
But all right. That's all we got for Wild Wednesday. It's been fun. We got to run. Appreciate everybody coming through. I know it was a little uneasy off the pace is what we used to do. Next week we got the 32 defensive rankings brought to you.
I can't wait. I'm gonna grill this nigga every 5 seconds.
Shut up! I'm talking.
Grill this nigga every 5.
Mute his ass. I'm motherfucking talking. I'm here haunting around this bitch. All right, our defensive ranking brought to you by our great defensive expert, Derek. All right, he gonna have some hot shit for you. Hot lava like Dylon.